YouTube live. Overall, it's totally fine. The world isn't ending, therefore I don't...
Well, keeping you busy at 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
Not allowed.
Yeah. Well, it's if it's not a world-ending thing, I couldn't care less. So, I really couldn't care less. If it's not a world-ending thing, they can kiss my ass. What it is. And nothing at work is as important as it would be.
Oh, no.
And my colleague is back from vacation and we talked about everything. And he was basically just pointing finger at us going, haha, I would have told him. And I'm like, yeah, that's... and I told him because he's one of those people who gives contra. And as you know, if someone gives contra, they're not really liked. So it just so happens that this colleague was in vacation and then we had to do these things. So since we would have told him, right? Since we would have told him. So yeah. So that's about it. However, I am still in the time frame for the stream, but I need something new to drink. But I'm still in the time stream.
You're still in the time stream.
I'm still in the time stream. So overlay is working as well. Let me grab a new home canister on with the finalist. Hell, that I have become a water snob. Because I look at the water that other people buy and I'm like, how can you do this stuff?
What a snob.
I have become a water
snob.
I have become a snob.
As an old man, you're actually going to stop people in the checkout queue going, how can you drink that shit?
That water is bad.
I reckon you should get this stuff. It's much better.
Ooh, cold homebrew, cold lemon is so good.
I have it. It's actually quite warm, but I haven't drunk much today. See, this is oops. I just walked into a wall. This is like.
It's really difficult to see because it goes towards the purple part, and purple is a dark shade.
It's here, which is it says 7 p.m. a little bit more.
Oh god, it has even times on it.
Yeah, it's got good morning, 7 a.m. good morning, 9 a.m. hydrate yourself, 11 a.m. keep drinking, 1 p.m. halfway there, 3 p.m. almost there, 5 p.m. don't give up. 7 p.m. a little bit more, 9 p.m. you succeeded.
So funny. It even has like guidelines. Awesome. Let's get going, I guess. Bad claps today. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 78 of the final Hanantasy 14 series. After a huge round of troubleshooting on the Minecraft server, we're finally ready to video game. The Fox is here as well. Hello there, Fox.
Yup.
Let's get into the game. We have met with Ice Heart, and I think the story will continue with Ice Heart or around Ice Heart. But Minecraft server troubleshooting. Everything on this PC worked just fine. I moved it to the old Zanza version 2 with a 9900K and 32 gigabytes of RAM. And the moment I tried to connect over the internet on the server, I got kicked from the server. Weird, right? So you would say, oh, whitelist, blacklist, stuff like that. No. What turned out is that my physical connection from the LAN port disconnected when a character tried to connect to the server. So I tried power efficiency mode, bifurcation, so in and out, it's called duplex, I believe, duplex. I tried power states and power efficiency modes. All of that didn't work. So I did something that you shouldn't do. I did the port forwarding on the wireless solution on the PC. Just for testing, right? Worked perfectly. So it turns out something is wrong with the LAN port. I remember the LAN port being... something was wrong with it. I don't know exactly what's wrong with it. If you watch YouTube, if you play video games, it works just fine. But apparently, if you connect with a pretty big mod pack, right, there's a lot of data that has to go over the connection, it crashes. But it crashes physically. The LAN connection physically disconnects from the server. It's weird, right? There are 1,000,002 issues when it comes to PC and networking. So I'm just using wireless now, and I tried checking my ping and all sorts. My Wi-Fi solution in my home is really good because everything's quite central and there's not a lot of interference in between. So if I ping to the 1111, I have about 14 milliseconds. If I go wireless, I have about 24 milliseconds. So my wireless solution only adds about 10 to 15, maybe 20 milliseconds at worst. So I have decided for now, until I can fix it, to run the Minecraft server over the wireless solution. But that means that we now have the green light when it comes to an All the Mods 9 server hosted by myself, but unfortunately only for myself and for my friends. This is not a public server because we're trying to make a YouTube series out of it. And if I would ever do a public server, I would not host it at home privately, quite obviously. But that's the current situation. So for now, the server has the green light because the connection issue was a probably dying LAN port. Quite surprising. Never had it personally. I know it happens, but it is what it is. Now, as we all know, in the IT world, every temporary solution is a permanent solution. So I could buy a new networking card. I could try with a new networking card in the PC. I could do all of the work. That would be work. Therefore, since it's only for me, myself, and my friends, I'm just gonna leave it as it is, because if they can't feel it, if I can't feel it, who cares? So, green light, yo! Minecraft servers, woo! Let's get going. Tutorial. Establishing an outpost in so remote a location could not have been easy. Tenacious devils. Knight, not be proud. The knights have matters here well at hand. Let us return to the Falcon's Nest and share our discoveries with Sir Redwald. Come, after trekking heretics across mountains of ice and snow, I would say you are due a few hours rest next to a warm fire. Righty-ho. So that means we go back, and I know it was not the router that was actually shitting the pants, because I let a ping on the other system. Obviously, I have Zanza 2 and Zanza 3, and Zanza 3 was just a-okay. So we isolated it to the network port in itself and not to the router maybe shitting itself when it comes to the data amount that has to be transferred. So networking is not complicated, guys. The solution for a network problem is usually very, very simple and very, very, very high level. Usually, or in this OSI, if you talk OSI, it was a very low level problem. It was a physical problem. So networking issues in my experience most of the time have very simple solutions. Something is failing, probably at the lower levels of the OSI level. And if you don't know what the OSI level is, Google it. Might be an interesting read. Lord of Toyrell, Miss Sansa, full glad I am to see you both hale and healthy. What news? You mean to say you hunted the heretics down on your own and slew them before reinforcements could arrive? By the Fury! I believe we have made great strides toward purging the lands of heretics, and I mean to say as much when I deliver my report to my father and the Holy See. Look at the beard, it's quite magnificent. Nobody has this though. Nobody has the goatee. There's always the mustachio, there's always the chin, but nobody has the goatee. Like, the goatee and the chin, I have not seen a single video game that gives me that option. And exclusively that option, mind you. As will I, Lord of Toyrell. May it serve to remind our superiors what houses Durandare and Fortams could achieve through continued operation. Indeed, I trust you and your knights are content to handle the rest? We most certainly are, my lord. During your short time with us, you and Mr. Sansa have accomplished far more than I had thought possible. I cannot in good conscience impose upon you any longer. Pray return to Ishgard with my thanks. As you wish, Sir Redwald. We thank you for your hospitality. A blade would be a mean stabber, though, from Artoiro. Would be a mean stabber. That's also a stabby sword. It is a cutting sword. It is quite top heavy, but this has a mean point. Mean point. But if you want to stabby someone, the small boy over there, my Danish dagger, I have stabbed myself multiple times by accident with this thing. That boyo is stabby. Really stabby.
Do I have to make another clip?
I don't know. I saw it yesterday, or rather today when I highlighted the episodes. But stabbies, lots of real stabbies. They are dull by design because I wear them to outdoor events, but they still have a metal point, and the metal point is still stabby. Well, come on, Mistress Sansa, shall I show you inside the manor? And there's our toy roll.
Wait. Huh?
Mistress Sansa, I would speak plain. From the first, I questioned your motives and your competence. Unjustly, I now realize. Rumors have a way of growing more fantastic as they spread. And quite frankly, those surrounding you beggar belief. But Horsefront swore all that stories were true. He championed your cause and begged father to grant you patronage. And he duly listened, because for all of his wisdom, he has never been able to say no to my dear half-brother. The legacy of my father's sole indiscretion. Mother hated him, of course. Even on her deathbed, she refused to acknowledge him. And to be honest, she was not alone in her feelings. But that is not the worst of it. At Camp Riversmeet, when we came upon the wounded knight, I knew immediately that one of us would have to pursue the heretics alone. An enormous task fraught with danger. And there you were, the savior of Eorzea, honored guest of House Fortams, my comrade in arms, Horsefrant's dear friend. I told myself it was but a test, but part of me Part of me hoped that you would fail. Yet you accepted the task without a word of protest, nor a sign of fear. And you duly tracked the enemy down, faced him alone, and lived to tell the tale. Plainly, Horseshoe Friend had the right of it all along. Which also in turn means he hoped that we would fail on the mission, which in this case could have meant that we died. So, I mean, thanks for the apology, Atoira, but you kinda left us for dead. That I doubt your strength bespeaks mine own weakness. I will not doubt you again, Mistress Sansa. On that, you have my word. We probably have to speak to Eddie now. Let's see. Probably have to speak to Eddie. No, to his steward. Divine intervention. Oh, we said divine. That one.
Okay.
Ah, Mr. Sansa, the Lord Count much desires to speak with you regarding your time with Lord Atoirel and Lord Emanelaine. If you would remain here for a moment. Oh, Eddie. Come on, use your stick.
戻られたか、冒険者殿。貴殿の活躍については息子たちから聞き及んでおるぞ。次男のエマネランに至っては命を救われたとか。内心はともあれ、ゼーメル家やデュランデル家から感謝状が届いているほどでな。私。失礼いたします。無礼であろう。何事か。申し訳ございません。ですが、急ぎご報告しなければならない緊急事態が発生したのでございます。
Do you want to say something, Fox?
Yes, I was waiting for the cutscene to finish.
Okay.
YouTube.
YouTube?
YouTube.
Is it not?
Nope.
It is live on my end.
Hang on, let me check.
Live on mine. We'll continue the cutscene.
我らが客人アルフィノ様とタタル様が異端疑惑により連行されてしまわれたのです。なんだと？詳しく説明せえ。はあ、ご両人は平民向けの酒場に出入りし情報収集をされていたご様子。
Yes, I am actually not live. No, I am live.
No, you are
LivePlay is
now.
live.
It started now. It's okay.
Okay.
その際、下船な者たちと接触されたようで、それを知った蒼天騎士のグリノー卿が異端審問局に告発されたのでございます。
Okay.
グリノー卿とはゼーメル家の血を引く者。知性のかけらもないが武術だけは一流という武骨者だ。危機が喉元を過ぎれば足の引っ張り合いを始める。どうやらイシュガルド貴族社会の悪しき伝統に貴殿らを巻き込んでしまったようだ。
Alrighty. Let's speak with Eddie. Though you have won the hearts and minds of many of my countrymen, there are those who will never be swayed, men who will dismiss your efforts and resent your successes, even as we celebrate them. 'Tis like that one such member of House Desmail is manipulating Sir Grenot. For he is not a man to dabble in politics of his own volition. He may genuinely believe your friends to be guilty, though I'm quite certain his masters know better. Yet the truth will avail us not if we do not prove their innocence. You would do well to speak with Sir Aymeric at the congregation of our Knights Most Heavenly. He will know more of these charges. Alrighty, let's speak to Aymerico. And let's get going. Oh, look. Where's Aymeric? Aymeric is in the inn. So let's go to the inn. And again, guys, the quest name is Divine Intervention. There he is.
By the way,
Hmm?
I have a new joke.
Okay, what's the joke?
No, continue.
We are in front of Imeric. What's the joke?
What's the biggest dog breed in the world called?
What is the biggest dog breed in the world called?
The biggest dog breed, obviously. It came from a 7-year-old. Don't shoot the missionary.
You spicy little
He was very proud of that one.
Mm-hmm. Sure. I think it is the Malamute.
No, it's the Great Dane.
Great Dane?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, sure. It's been too long, as I live. Would that this visit came under happier circumstances. You are come to plead for Master Alfinord and Mistress Demon, I take it. Word of their detainment reached us while I was delivering my report on the Vanu Primal. Truly, I know not which is more ludicrous, these charges or that flying feathered whale. Trying to distract me here. That Sir Greenock's accusations are baseless, I have no doubt. Refuting them will be difficult, however, as he is a knight of the Heavensward. I speak of the personal guard of the Archbishop, the 12th finest knights in all of Ishgard, sworn to serve his eminence alone. Suffice it to say, their testimony is unimpeachable, and I have not the authority to challenge their actions. After all the Scions have done, routing the heretics and defeating Shiva, helping us to defend the steps of faith and drive back the Dravanian horde, after proving themselves true allies on countless occasions, is there naught we can do? I fear there is but one path left to us. We must demand a trial by combat. Ooh! I got an axe! But of course! In a trial by combat sanctioned by the Inquisition, the victor's claim is judged true regardless of the petitioner's standing. Ooh. I'm allowed to kill someone, maybe. Under Ishgardian law, a trial by combat pits the accuser against the accused. In this instance, Master Alfino and Mistress Tartaru would be expected to face Sir Greenock in a second of his choosing. Another knight of the Heavensward, most like. Two of them? By the Fury, that can hardly be considered fair. Master Ulfinord's magical talents will not have gone unnoticed, meaning that he will have no choice but to participate. Mistress Tartaru, on the other hand, is quite obviously bereft of martial skill, and should be afforded the right to name a champion to fight in her stead. I know one! Me!
Yeah, but no, because you wouldn't save the demon.
No, but I get to fight.
True.
Lest you doubt I skipped the text box, I am deeply sorry. And then it is settled. I will visit Master Alfino at once and inform him of our intentions. Isolif, meet me at the tribunal when you have made ready. Until then, my friend. I want to kill someone. Yes, what?
No. I'm looking forward to commenting the next part.
Okay, sure.
I had to be very quiet last time.
I see. Meanwhile, I found you as a pet. Here.
Nah.
Little
I don't like
antlion.
ants. I hate ants.
Little anteater.
I hate the damn things.
Little anteater.
Actually, I wouldn't mind an anteater. I mean, I got home and I had ants all around my door. So I wouldn't mind an anteater, actually.
This is the Dark Knight, right? Isn't this the Dark Knight?
I found
Press the
out
man for
something very
detail.
interesting.
That must be the Dark Knight, yeah, that must be the Dark Knight. So...
Speaking of... No, speaking of later, I found something very I found out something very interesting about ants today.
About ants, okay, you can probably
Yes.
tell us in the outro about it.
Yes, I will.
Listen carefully, Isolif. When the trial begins, the petitioner will be asked to restate his charges, and the accused invited to respond. Then, in accordance with the law, they will be asked to restate their request for trial by combat. Once the High Adjudicator acknowledges Miss Tartaru's right to name a champion, that is when you must make your entrance. Oh, I cannot wait to see the look on Sir Grinnock's face when he sees his true opponent. It will be priceless! More seriously, you should begin to lose heart. Look to me in the stands, and I shall cheer so loud you will wonder how you could ever have contrived to doubt yourself. Now, are you ready? Well, best fangirl, right? He's like, going, go, I shall live, going, go. He's like in the stands.
Okay, now, can I just bring your attention to Tartaru, to the demon?
Yes. Now, okay, yes. No.
Okay.
Just go, okay. The armor is, by the way, pretty sick.
この者らを告発するか。我が名はグリノード・ゼーメル。蒼天騎士の名誉にかけて、そこなる異邦人2名を異端者とのみ通容疑により告発するものである。被告人、前へ。異邦人アルフェノ・ルベユールおよび異邦人タタルタル何らに改めて問う。グリノー教による告発に対し身の潔白を訴え決闘裁判を求めるか。
我が名はアルフィノ・ルベユール。そうだ、我々は無実であり告発されるいわれはない。正当な権利として決闘裁判を要求する。
So if I go to trial by combat, I will be judged without the standing of my opponent. But what happens if I lose? Get I literally like chopped in half?
They all die.
Yeah, I think so.
No, she's not. Throw her to the lions.
Technically, she's an arcanist. Technically, she's an arcanist.
確かに幼児や老人、そして女性など戦う術を持たぬ者には代理当主の選出が認められている。
Now think about your choices carefully.
Yeah.
You all stand for this woman. Now is your chance to let her die.
来てくれたのか。ありがとう。何としても無実を証明してみせるぞ。
This will have to fight because it's a single player dungeon. But this basically makes me wish I would be level 100 or would have my full kit, because I would literally start out with a front flip towards the enemy, because that's one of the skills that a warrior has. You would front flip towards the enemy with your axe embedded into them. That would be the greatest opening ever. Can you imagine the warrior coming in, Oga Boga, and just front flips onto the guards? That would be so funny.
Just watch where they place the demon.
Okay. Oh, he held out his right arm. I'm not the biggest fan of that one. Call it trauma.
Why'd they only lock her up? I mean, look.
She can crawl out.
You could just walk through the bar.
そして願わくば真実を明らかにしたまえ
Yeah, well, that's gonna be easy. I'm gonna smash them so hard. The Dragoon falls first because he's not a tank. Ugh, flashback. Let's get the aggro going. Pull both of them. And let's crit on. Alfie is being attacked, so let's see if I can get the aggro off him. No, it's scripted, so let's kill Greeno first. Because it's scripted. Oh, there's a steel chain. Time to save my dear friend. Easy, easy. And goodbye, number one. Easy peasy. Always keep the camera above you guys. Makes it really easy to see the direct lines of the fight. And then you can simply dodge by minimal movement. And I guess that would be it for our enemy. Oh no, he's still surviving. And there he goes. So that was not too difficult at all. So are you two bitches? How about that? I mean, we won! The Fury has spoken. Alfino, Leveler, and Demon, you are hereby acquitted of all charges. Blessed are we who receive her wisdom and see justice wrought by her divine hand. Oh. Petitioners, accused, go forth in peace. I need my dopamine. So there you go. Delivered from an untimely demise yet again, my thanks, as always. Can't wait for the next Path of Exile patch in about 2 months-ish. It'll be fun. Because we can get to play RF again, and my doggos. Obviously I will play 2 characters again because doggos are awesome and RF is awesome, so yay. By the Fury, what a splendid victory to see how you strove in the faces of the adversary. 2 young brave souls bound together by the puissant bonds of camaraderie. Why, it stirred me to the very depths of my soul. Having been treated to such a rousing spectacle, it seems only right that I present you with a humble token of my admiration. Pray receive of me this chocobo whistle. With it, you may summon a black chocobo fully trained and ready to fly. But we can't fly because we have no wind ethos unlocked yet. Magnificent is she not? Strong yet sleek, elegant yet eager. What do you say, Isolith? Will you take her for your steed? Nope. I will not change out my mount. Lord Hoshefront, chocobos are prohibited in the supreme sacred tribunal of Halone inquisitory doctrine. That's a word. Your steed must remain outside. At least he's nice to the chocobo. At least he's like very nice to the chocobo. Ah, now we received the wind compasses. I see. Ether currents are now accessible. Welcome to running around for half an hour. Collection expanded. Ether compass acquired. You've obtained the black chocobo. Yeah, well, that's for like the entire wind. Yeah. When riding this mount, you will have the ability to fly, provided certain conditions have been met. To fly in a given region, you must first find and attune all local wind ether currents. In order to attune some of the ether currents, you will need to complete certain quests. However, most can be discovered via exploration. To aid you in this endeavor, you have also obtained an ether compass, which will provide you with the bearing and distance of the nearest ether current upon use. The ether compass can be found on the collection in the duty section under the main menu. Review your progress, travel, and ether currents. Or in my case, it would be shift hashtag. No, it is a shift a plus. And when you press shift plus on my hotkeys, you will get the ether currents. And there we have everything. Well, nothing to display because we haven't had a single one of them. But this is where they would light up. Disclosure. Black chocobos are all well and good, but the true reward for your effort is the exoneration of your comrades. They shall be released upon the completion of certain minor formalities, which I mean to see personally. In the meantime, play return to the Fortem's Manor. The Count has done so already and will doubtless be eager to discuss the day's events. Eddie, I'm coming! I want some food. I'm hungry, Eddie. Can I have some food? Well, I had tomato nara today, so that was amazing. But, Eddie, I need food. Eddie, can I have a Bellina? That would be great.
Mine.
I still have 2 in the fridge. I'll uncool them later. I'll warm them up later because straight from the fridge they're a bit cold. So I'll get them out and eat them later. Yes, I'll share one. I will share it so well that I will eat 2 of them.
Okay. That's a valid thing to say.
Eddie, what's up? Alone smiles on us yet again, Mr. Sansa, guiding you to victory and setting your comrades free. I confess I did fear for your safety, which is not to say that I doubted your prowess, you understand. I merely knew the strength of your opponents. You do have a habit of exceeding my expectations. Besting 2 of the Heavensward while in the city's elite looked upon. By the Fury, anyone who hasn't been paying attention to you will surely do so from now on. You can really tell that Horsefriend has like a different mother, because Artoriel and Emanalain like really look like Eddie, and Horsefriend really doesn't look like Eddie. He probably looks more like his mother, but you can tell that these two, they are definitely like, especially Artoriel. Like look at the face. He's like Eddie in like person. So you can definitely tell they're family. My lord! We just have received a message from the vault. His Eminence, the Archbishop, requests the presence of Mistress Sansa. Oh shit. An invitation from the Archbishop? What an honor. A personal summons is indeed a great honor, and given recent events, you would be wise to not delay. Go, Mistress Sansa, we shall speak anon. A priest will be waiting for you outside the vault. Identify yourself to him, and he will escort you to inside. So I would probably walk in, like, greasy hands, like eating some fries with some ketchup on them, and going like, "Yo, Archbishop! What's the problem, dog?" I don't think he will appreciate that, which is kind of the point. So, what's up, dog? I have to do that. Yeah. What's up, dog? The fox is returning to Ishgard as well. However,
We could meet up for a cup of tea.
a cup of tea. I think a cup of tea is not what I want right now because it is the ending of the episode. And thank you very much for watching. This has been episode 78, and we will meet the Archbishop, which we personally don't know the name yet, but he begins with Mr. T, and he has a mighty beard, which I am slightly jealous of. Twitch.tv/Hanasaki if you want to become a Pokemon. LivePlay XIV on YouTube. Even if the Fox calls me out for not being online on YouTube, I still was. And Hanasaki TV, obviously, on all of the socials. Fox, what fun fact about ants?
I hadn't refreshed the page. Okay, so I discovered... Okay, I dislike ants greatly. I do not like ants. If I have ants in my home, you can have all the spiders in the world, but ants and snakes, no thank you. Now, I discovered that ants are very territorial. Okay? If the neighbouring ants invade, because they will invade it, this is probably an interesting fact for you because you like all these invading different things. Games where you invade other villages.
I'm a German. Invading other countries is kind of against the law.
Yes, but it's new. Okay, so the ants, the neighbouring ants. Yes, the neighbouring ants will try to invade the local anthill. Okay. The local ants aren't stupid, and they will attack the neighbouring ants. And basically, they surround the incoming ants in like a star form, and they actually pull the legs off of the invading ants. It's kind of gruesome. I never knew this. They will surround them, they pull off the legs of the invading ants and just leave them there. Look at these legless ants, do not attack our territory again, sort of thing.
Yes.
It's
casual mutilation here on Hanasaki TV. We Germans, we have invading in our blood accordingly to the Fox. And I wish you farewell until the next episode when it means we're invading the Holy See with the right hand hold up very, very tall. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
It's terrible. It's gruesome. I didn't realize. I mean, it's really weird to watch them. They sort of walk around them and.
I'll be right back. Miss fascinated by mutilation.
No, not fascinated. I'm just. Can you blame them?
Totally forgot today is already
Wednesday, my dudes.
So tomorrow I actually have to do groceries.
Yes, you do.
Man, time is flying for me like crazy. Zero downtime will do that to you.
Yep.
So let's talk to episode 79. Mr. T awaits us. He pity the fool. No? Do you understand the reference?
The A-team.
Yeah, obvious. He pity the fool. Well, get going. Oh, let's check the overlay first. Maybe because it always freezes when it's not active. Oh. And let's go. Really good claps on this wonderful episode of 79 Final Hanantasy 14. Mr. T awaits us. He pitied the fool. And therefore, we will go in-game and talk to the Ishgardian priest over here. We are honored to receive you, Mistress Tunza. This way, please. And the fox obviously was on the ground and she slapped me 2 times because that's what she does. Abusive relationship, I told you. Friends, and then just, like, you know, friend without benefits and then being slapped in-game. Awful stuff, I tell you. Oh, there he is. Slightly envious about the beard. Slightly.
強行芸か光の戦士殿がいらっしゃいました。
貴公の噂は耳にしておるぞ、英雄殿。神殿騎士団のアイメリク教からもその評判を聞いていた。
This is Thordan the 7th, and he is Imeric's father, and that's Mr. T basically. He's the big bad boss of Ishgard and plays an extremely central role in the story.
わしはトールダン7世。イシュガルド正教を束ねる教皇の立場にあるものよ。
He's the de facto leader of Ishgard.
どうしても貴公に一言詫びねばと思うてな。しかし見ての通りの老骨では思うようにもいかず、無礼と知りつつ貴公に足を運んでもらったのだ。
Also, keep in mind that we cannot use our Mary Poppins knowledge. We know that Laha Brea and Elidibus was behind Thordan in a cutscene in Realm Reborn, but our character doesn't know that.
それというのも貴公の友人が異端告発された件よ。どうやら些細な行き違いがあったらしいの。そうであろう、ゼフィラン教。
恥ずかしながら我ら蒼天騎士団に寄せられた情報が誤っていたようです。我が部下グリノー教の独断であったとはいえ、無実の罪で告発したこと、申し訳なく思っている。
貴公らがイシュガルドのためになしてくれたことを思えば、かような行き違いなど起きようはずもないのにの。万神芝や高等防衛戦での働き、改めて礼をさせてほしい。他、さてゼフィラン教、人払いを願えるかの。
しかし、ゲイか。
Doesn't even say a word.
人払いを
Interesting.
教皇などという立場になると若者と面と向かって話すだけでも一苦労よ。
So what will you reveal to me now that you're...
ところで英雄殿、
Oh,
貴公はアシエンなるものをご存知かな？
he's dropping the nuclear bomb right at the second sentence. Aye, aye, aye. Okay.
貴公、光の人たるものと見込んで話す。この教皇庁も奴らからの接触を受けておるのだ。
That's not good.
アシエン。奴らは混沌の種をまいて回る存在よ。ドラゴン族との戦争を続ける我らに力を与えると言ってきよった。無論わしは奴らに組みするつもりもその思惑通りに踊ってやるつもりもありません。
They can be quite persuasive though. So even just meeting with one is just simply not good.
しかし連中の企みに対抗しようにもその真なる目的を知らずしては何もできぬ。
So he's trying to, well, he perceives to try to learn, so he's cooperating for the moment. But since we know how persuasive Ascians can be, that might backfire.
ゆえに話を聞く素振りを見せつつ様子を伺ってきたのだ。いずれ訪れる奴らとの対決に備えての。なぜなのかはわからぬが、奴らは光の戦士と呼ばれておる貴公の力をことのほか警戒しているようでな。
Also, my ears also have disappeared, Fox, as you can see, so therefore this cutscene does not allow helmets.
You look terrible without ears.
わしとしても貴公と協力できるのであれば
It's just cold, that's why they're smaller.
と思っておるのだ。エオルゼアの真なる平和のためにもな。
That was a good one.
Oh, God.
But yeah, so
Terrible.
he's trying to play nice and cooperate for now, but that might backfire, so... Not good, Thordan, not good. Let's use the Black Chocobo Vizel. Let's use the Black Chocobo Vizel. And if you ever need your Ether Compass, guys, I believe it is on duty. You will find the collection of the Ether Compass right here. And then to check your stuff, you need to go to travel. There you can find the Ether Currents. But the Ether Compass, you literally throw that compass up. It's going to tell you the direction and how many meters you have to walk. Welcome, Mr. Stranza. I shall show you inside of the manor. Yes. Alfie.
戻ったか。 君が教皇庁に呼び出されたと聞いて何があったのかと心配していたところだよ。
Will I reveal that he has speaken?
我々に対する謝罪と貴族への牽制、そして自身の関与を否定してきたか。
And now we told him.
教皇自身がアシエンからの接触を明らかにしたというのか。そうか。奴らはすでにイシュガルドにまで。
Well, if their ambitions extend to Ishgard, just think that the Ascians' ambition extend to everywhere in Eorzea. So I would not be that surprised, honestly, personally, if I were like a character in the Scions. I would not be surprised that they are in Ishgard. I would actually be surprised if they were not in Ishgard. We're talking about the Ascians after all.
万神の存在を考えれば必然とも言えるかもしれないな。しかし万神やアッシェンと対抗しようにも暁の仲間たちは。
裁判のドタバタ騒ぎですっかり忘れていたです。仲間といえば賢人の皆さんの情報を集めている時に大変な噂話を仕入れたのです。
She's making it worse than it probably
例の
is.
酒場で怪しげな商人さんから聞いたのですが、ウルダ派ではラウバーン局長の処刑が近いという噂で持ちきりなんだそうです。
How can you forget such an information? How can you delay such an information that Rauban is going to be executed? How can you like be so airheaded that you forget this information?
まずいな。ラウバーン局長が亡き者となれば七も女王暗殺の真相も闇に葬られかねないぞ。オルシュファン殿からの助言の通りしっかりとした準備をしてからと思っていたのだが、これだけは悠長に構えてはいられないな。救い出そう。ラウ
Back
バ
to
ーン局長
where we go.
を我々の手で。
Lucky number 7. Which is legit the thing in Final Fantasy series, a lucky number 7. In the more classical games, if you hit the lucky number 7, which is usually accompanied by a dice or by RNG, you will do 7,777 damage at any level. So if you theoretically would throw the dice at level 1 in the classical Final Fantasy series, you would still do 7,777 damage, which in most cases in the Final Fantasy series kills your enemy. So it's actually a legit thing. Though the situation calls for urgency, it would avail us little to charge headlong into Ul'dah without a plan. Before we can formulate a plan, however, we must first learn how things stand with the Sultanate, which is why I propose that we travel to Limsa Lubimsa. Hey, you heard me right. While you were about your altruistic endeavors, I acted as an intermediary in trade negotiations between House Photoms and the Lominsan Consortium. During said negotiations, an opportunity to send word to the Admiral presented itself, and I duly seized it. I am happy to report that we yet have a stout ally in Limsa. The Admiral has pledged her full cooperation in any effort to rescue Rauban. Accordingly, I have agreed to meet with her, that we might discuss how best to proceed. Naturally, I told her to expect us both. Your presence never fails to embolden our allies. When you arrive in Limsa Lubimsa, make yourself known to the Sergeant Santhael at Bulwark Hall in the lower decks. He will admit you to the bridge. Alrighty, Melwhip! I knew she was on our side. Lovely woman, that is. Big, strong, and white-haired. Just a little bit of eye candy for. Fox wants to say something. I guarantee it.
No.
Okay. The Admiral has been expecting you. Yes, please.
Unless you want another bad joke.
Sure. Give me one before I head on up.
Ah, I didn't expect you to say yes. Okay, it's more of a question.
Okay.
Do you think glass coffins will ever be a success?
No, because you would be crushed under the weight.
I guess it remains to be seen.
No, you would not see the remains because Mythbusters actually tried to test that. And even a regular sarcophagus would buckle under the weight. Defeated with sight.
It's a joke.
Ah! So good, man! What a good yoker that was!
Well done. Okay. Do I deserve a Berliner yet?
No.
Okay.
That was awful.
That's not a bad joke.
Hey, Mel Wibby.
久しいな、冒険者。アルフィノ殿も無事で何よりだ。しかし、イシュガルドに逃れるとは考えたな。
心配をおかけしました。良き友人たちが手引きしてくれたおかげです。一方で、七も陛下の暗殺騒ぎの折に追われはしたものの、その後となると表立って追い立てられたわけではなかった。提督も動いてくださったのでしょ。
やれやれ、アルフィノ殿は相変わらずだな。確かにウルダ派のピピン小当将からの依頼もあり、私とカヌエ殿との連名で釘を刺してはおいたさ。
So Pippin was very successful in his urge. Very cool.
光の戦士と暁の血明はエオルゼアを救った英雄であり、証拠不十分なままで罪人として追えば人心が揺れるとな。実は九段の戦勝祝賀会に前後し、私とカヌエ殿は王宮を訪れていたのだ。そこで陛下は切り出された。近くウル王朝の幕を閉じ、ウルダ派の共和制への移行を宣言するつもりだと。
そんな発表をすれば、王党派、共和派を問わず大混乱は必至ではありませんか。
その通りだ。七も陛下は不安定化するであろう情勢を案じ、我らに混乱の平定への協力を求められた。
つまり七も陛下の暗殺は政変を察知した者による謀略ということ。政権を握るサカツ州にとっては、下手に共和制に移行し権力が分散するよりも傀儡の女王を操る方が望ましい。まさか七も陛下は。
先の戦勝祝賀会から今に至るまで、ウルダ派王政庁から女王の死は発表されていない。
Okay.
ウルダ派の行政を担う八官府は、各種式典への女王欠席の理由を病気療養としている。
死を公表するタイミングを伺っているとも取れるが、あるいは。
それでは、ここに来てラウバーン局長を処刑しようというのはなぜです？単純に彼を政権から排除したいだけなら、捕らえた直後に即刻刑を執行しておけばよかったはず。
It's a good question. Why not kill him
重要なの
outright?
はそこだ。身柄を拘束されていたラウバーン殿は長らく都市内のマラサジャ収容所に収監されていた。だがここ最近になっていずこかに移送されている。それも情報によれば 移送を行ったのは同人団ではなく、
Oh,
青い制服を着用した一団によって。
the Crystal Braves, the traitors, pulled him away, so there is more at play. Interesting.
クリスタルブレイブ。
どうやらここに来てロロリトラ共和派とクリスタルブレイブの結束が揺らいでいるらしい。いずれにせよより詳しい情報が必要だろうが、この件に関しては頼もしい者たちが調べてくれている。
Oh, Yugiri. Okay, she's probably gonna help us with this. Probably, most definitely. Roban's survival is vital to the Eorzean alliance. We can ill afford to lose him. But I cannot send troops to Ul'dah. Would spell the end of the alliance and war. Like as not. If there is to be a rescue, it falls onto you and yours to attempt it. I would not have it any other way, Admiral. It was I who founded the Crystal Braves, and I who must take responsibility for their actions. Spoken like a true leader, Master Alphino. By way of a first step, you should seek out our Doman contact. You will find her among the frontier hands at Revenant's Toll, working in the kitchen. Doing some ramen? Oi, doing some ramen? Doing some ramen? Ramen. Let's get some ramen. Somebody-da-da. Speak with the Doman contact at Rovena's, okay? So it's most likely at Rovena's domain, or is it upstairs? It is upstairs, it's not at Rovena, okay. So it's upstairs.
Lazy so-and-so, you flew up the stairs.
Mr. Zeiselif, I knew in my heart that you were safe. Even as the victory feast was taking place, the Crystal Brave turned upon us and took the Rising Stones by force. Amidst the chaos, some of my compatriots and I were able to slip away unnoticed. Since then, we have remained in the Revenant's Toll, keeping a watch over the mutineers while awaiting your return. Look at the whisking power of the Lalafell to the left! Whisk, 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 whisk! You have done well by us, and we Domans do not soon forget our depths. We swear to do all within our power to aid you. Look at the whisking power! Looks at it, tastes it, and whisk, 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 whisk. That's the noise that it makes, even if you have an electric one. If you have an electric one and you turn it on, it goes whisk, 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 whisk.
That's not actually true.
What does it do?
When I turn my electric whisk on, as you full well know, it sounds like people chatting.
Yes, when the fox does some baking, because obviously we hang out in Discord outside of stream, who would have known, right, friends and such. When she does some baking, and the fox bakes quite a lot, when she turns on the hand whisk, it sounds like a medieval tavern having like a lot of chatter, like 50 people chattering, and it's quite odd to hear that. I don't know why that is, but it is what it is. Shortly before you arrived, I received word from Limsa that you were searching for General Rowan. As the Admiral will have informed you, he was recently moved from his cell in the Marazaja pit. At the same juncture, Yuyukase and the 3rd unit were observed leaving the Rising Stones. This can be no simple coincidence. Their purpose, we believe, is to escort the Flame General to the scene of his execution. Suffice to say, we have people shadowing the 3rd. If you would join the hunt, pray seek Dware and Highbridge, where I am to bound. So Highbridge is where? It is in Thunderland, so over the bridge. Okay. Do you think it's called High Bridge because it is a bridge that is above a very high place? No? I mean, it's no short fall, mind you. It is quite high. So that's why it's probably called a high bridge. And it's probably called a high bridge because it is a bridge. If it were a combination of two things, it would be called a hybrid.
God, it just gets worse.
I've been expecting you. Time is of the essence, I shall be direct. Yu Hasa and his men are bound to fall for Hanantasy. We believe that this is where they intend to carry out the execution. Hassan is presently keeping watch over the entrance. Let's make us haste and join him. Hanantasy. If that is the episode we are referencing to. So let's get down to business.
How far are you away from the next dungeon?
I don't know. Usually dungeons are from 1+ every 2 levels. I have reached 51, so therefore a 51 dungeon exists, so it should be quite close.
Don't be too far off.
Yeah, it should be. It is on 51, 52, 53, 55, and 57. That's the modern version, though. I believe Havens didn't do the 2-level dungeon thing. I believe Havens was still a little bit off, because I know there is a dungeon for 56, which is, I believe, the most important dungeon in the series. So, you've come at a good time, my friends, but moments ago, Trader Ilbert arrived and entered Hanantasy. From this, we may be certain that General Robon is being held within. Probably a solo dungeon. Keeping the flame alive. Look at him, there he is. There's no time to lose. General Alden may be executed at any moment. You must enter Hanantasy to free him from his captors. Please see to your preparations and tell me when you're ready to proceed. One of our own will accompany you inside. And there it is. A solo battle. Let's get going. There she is. Hello, you Giddy. This might be wrong, but she's, I believe, the only white scaled aura that has a pink hue on her horns and on her cheek scales. I believe no other aura has the hue transition that she has. So, correct me if I'm wrong, guys.
夕霧殿。
少し見ぬ間にアルフィノ殿の目にも武人の輝きが戻ってきた様子。
Oh yeah, last she saw him being very depressed.
あの時は情けない姿を見せてしまった。しかし、いつまでも落ち込んではいられないからね。それに、今の私には仲間がいる。
一連の騒動の後、我らドマの忍びは行方知れずとなった暁の者らを探すため、クリスタルブレイブの動向を監視していたのだ。未だミンフィリア殿や賢人の皆については有力な情報が得られてはおらぬのだが、
ラウバーン局長を救出することはウルダ派にとっても暁にとっても大きな収穫さ。
宝山、お主は同割れやヒギリと共に入り口の警備を引きつけよ。ラウバーン殿の救出は我ら3人で行う。
That was quick. That was quick. So we have a DPS, a tank, and a healer. Should be good. Well, technically Alfie is currently kind of both. So...
Yes, she is the only one.
Yeah?
Yep.
Sometimes I know things.
You do.
But yes, her coloration of her scales is quite unique. Obviously, at some point we're gonna see a bunch more auras, notably in Stormblood. We will see a bunch more auras. And there are a few unique ones there as well, but not as unique as Yugiri is. She truly has the unique factor to her. Dawn Trail saw definitely a very unique Mikoto in the Arcadian Raid series. We have a very, very unique Mikoto in there, which is very, very beautiful. In Stormblood, we have quite a bunch of unique heroes, which are the humans. Does any other add-on feature a very unique model? Not that comes on top of my head for now. But yeah, that's about it. There is a very unique hairstyle that a hero in Stormblood has, and I would very much like to have that on my own. So we found a general. He's quite caged. He's bound by some manner of Magitech device, yet I dare not force it open. It may well be booby-trapped. I've heard of such devices. The Crystal Braves will possess the key. Let us split up and look for it. That will not be necessary. Pray do not take it personally, my friends. You are the victims of harsh economic conditions. Happily, you will not suffer for long. This poison will convey you swiftly onto the bosom of Thal, where I hope to join you after the passing of many prosperous years. The demon again. What's happening? Okay, so the poison is enacting as it sees Yugiri is staying behind, alright. We're not leaving you, you old man. I don't actually know how old Rauban is. I think he should be in his 40s. I think Rauban is in his 40s. Open up the cell. And in this green part, the fox actually got lost, which was quite funny. So I had to help her out. So Fox, how did you get lost on a straight path?
There's two paths. There was a branch in the path and I went down the wrong branch.
Alrighty.
Look, at least I didn't get stuck on a lamppost. I would never do something like that.
Sure. Let's just take the two slimes with us, because why would we single target two slimes out? Let's just keep walking and see what we can find. Nothing else? The slimes are just following us. Maybe we have to kill them to trigger something, but no, we see another jam and there it looks like a gaseous device. So let's just take the slimes with us. There's the Atomatizer. And let's just rain hellfire on them. Bunga bunga! And just kill it. Sup, Alfie? Nice for you to join. But yes, power of AoE, guys. If your item level is good enough and you're a tank, you just don't give a damn. You just AoE stuff down. Oh no, another enemy has spawned. Oh, how quaint. And he's dead. So yes, the mist has cleared. Do we have to get back and have to take them? Oh, they're already here. No, we have someone waiting for us. Only 3 enemies. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Both of them are close to each other, guys. You know what to do. AoE them down. Because we're a tank and we do not care. There we go. The heal of the Conjurer did absolutely nothing. So there is no tactic involved in this. Just unga bunga them down. There's our key. And smash! Let's grab the key. That was a very, very vocal death. Take the key, take the Robon, but why is it not opening? Why is
because
it
you don't go that way.
Oh, really? Oh, have
Yes.
they? Oh, did they teleport us? I see, they teleported us back to the Entronze, no? Where did they put Robon?
He's down in the bottom, where you left him.
But I came from this direction, so... Oh well.
Are you by chance lost?
No. Not really. But I thought I came
think
from this.
You're lost.
No, I'm not.
No, you didn't come from that direction.
No,
you came from this direction.
Yes, but I'm not lost. By the way, Rauban's vitality is increasing, which means he's definitely not in danger. Oh, I wish we could jump down here. There is a broken fence. Oh, hey. Shortcut. Magitech device. Bird is the word. And clicky clicky. Robon free from sticky. Why, thanks. Slowly, General. You're yet weak from your ordeal. Nevertheless, we must quit this place. I should have known. What are clever contrivances to the Warrior of Light. Well done, hero. Oh, do we get to murder him? Oh, look, all 3 traitors at once. Yu Hase, Laurentius, and Ilbert. You mean to struggle on then? Very well. If you would stand in my way, I will cut you down like all the rest. Come, silence! Let's get this over with. I think the other 2 will die quite fast. But Ilbert will live a little longer because he's obviously the big bad of this situation. But again, it matters not to us. We will simply AoE them down, not a care in the world. And as I imagined, Ilbert has more life than the rest of them. So that's all cool. So he's moved, so we should probably move towards him because he is casting Sanguine Blade. There he goes. Again, the game is a lot of show, don't tell. So if a character jumps away, should probably follow him. Or be at least aware what he does. So Yu Hase is already dead. Laurentius is being healed by the summoner. By the Conjurer, I'm sorry, but that is also over now. And that should be it very, very soon. Now he's jumping again. So again, it's another one of the show don't tell. And he's dead. We only had to kill Ilbert, as it seems, so... Yeah, you just lost. You pussy off.
そこまでだ、イルベルト。剣を捨て投降しろ。
投降だと。女王陛下暗殺に関与した罪人がよく言う。投降すべきはそちらの方ではないか。
You can tell Alfino is a manga reader because his book didn't have any lines of text on it, just pictures. So he's a manga reader. Or comics.
さて。
Look, there's no text on it. Just the title.
そちらも一枚岩ではなさそうにお見受けするが。
さかしいガキが。
Little shite.
貴様も気づいているのだろう。暁やエオルゼや各国は貴様の得意な力を利用した。クリスタルブレイブに至っては知名度までもな。故郷を奪還したいと願う俺たちの思いも貴様の力も結局は誰かの思惑に組み込まれ利用され自由に戦うことすら許されない。
So it's just a bitter loser, I guess.
それでは救えない。
Nice facial animation.
救えんのだ。俺は必ずアラミゴを取り戻してみせる。どんな手を使ってもな。
I need to screenshot that face. I'm sorry, guys. I need to do a short little break. I need to screenshot that face. I have to send it. He used flashbang. It was very effective.
I'll make a post out of that.
You can do like, buy the Eorzean toothpaste now. Something like
Whiter
that.
than white.
You only have to brush once with this new toothpaste. Now available in Eorzea.
No. Would you like teeth as white as Alfino's hair? Then use this toothpaste.
Signed by Ilbert, his best friend.
Onni killぞ。
何をおっしゃいますか。たとえ地に伏し、泥に濡れようとも立ち上がればいい。そのことを私も学んだのです。
On your feet, gladiator. The fight is not over.
もとより陛下の恩敵を討つまで屍を晒すつもりはないが、貴様にそう言われれば
How old is Rowan?
より一層奮い立つというものだ。
Without pressing it, I say he is 45.
I say 53.
Okay. He's 44 years old. Not bad. One off.
He looks older.
No, he definitely looks 44. See, a woman can't judge a man's age. Doesn't know the struggle of the average general man.
それにしてもイルベルドめ、この残った腕を七国の魔王に捧げてでも、奴だけは血祭りにあげてくれる。
I mean, you could still half an arm, so you can still use that, I guess.
ラウバーン局長、ロロリトは未だに七も陛下の死を公表していません。
なん なんだと。奴ならばすぐにでも公表し王政を廃止しそうなものだが。
確証はありませんが、もしや
生きておられるというのか。
積もる話もあろうが、今は脱出が先決。
The only one with common sense. They're having a full-blown conversation and Yugiri's like, ah, guys, maybe outside. It's the only one with
she's a
common
woman.
sense. I have not. I have not. I have nothing. I'll let that one slide. So, guys.
But can I just mention something?
Sure.
A few episodes ago, you were talking about before during the last huge cutscene. You talked about Raoban having like logistic problems with the arm guard on his arm, and
Yes.
I said to you privately, I said, well, he won't have that problem for long.
But I mean, he's still got like a quarter arm left, right?
Exactly. Look at my screen.
Yeah, yeah, okay, I can see it. But yeah, like even if you have like a quarter arm left, you can still do something with that, as a soldier even. But guys, you know what we do with this episode? We'll bring it to a close. Twitch.tv/Hanantasy LivePlay XIV on YouTube. Hanantasy TV on all of the socials, where the next toothpaste commercial of Hanantasy TV will probably go live, starring Ilbert. Guys, you know where to find us. If you want to become a Pokemon, the Twitch site is for you. If you just want to hang out, the YouTube chat is fine as well. And obviously the socials if you want to see stupid things. I have no control over these things. That's all the Fox is doing. And whatever she does, I don't know, I probably deserve it. Guys, until the next episode when we continue the story of Raoban's escape. Take care. Bye-bye. What?
No, it's
What?
okay.
I didn't ask
I'll
you
leave
for a
the-
joke.
No,
Okay, so...
I had another fun fact about ants.
Oh, you can do that in the intro. You have
Yes.
to tell me these beforehand because I'm trying to do outros.
No, but you always say the last words are mine.
Sometimes I just,
Forget.
I don't know, do the outro. So, to episode 80. Okay, so. I can't let that run. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This time I didn't miss the second clap. Welcome to episode 80. Raoban escaped. The Sultana might be still alive. Well, this is what we will be doing in this episode. However, I was reprimanded last episode that I didn't give time to a certain feline canine. Fox, give us a fact about ants.
Well, it's more of a thing. Okay, so do you know how to tell the difference between male and female ant?
The men do all the work, the women, all they do is reproduce?
No, actually that's not true, but no, that's not how you do it.
Okay.
If basically you have to drop them in water. If you drop a female ant in the water, it'll sink. But if you drop a male ant, it's buoyant.
So that means we men have no baggage weighing us down and the women are full of shit and therefore are sinking.
You totally didn't get it, did you?
No, it didn't.
Okay, drop it in the water. If it sinks, it's a girl ant.
Mm-hmm.
If it floats, it's buoyant.
Because it's boy and...
Yes.
I think my conclusion is the right one, guys. Let's get on into Final Fantasy and let's see what the story beholds for us today.
Actually, today it's more Final Fantasy.
The general is safe. What news without? My lady, the god has been subdued as per your command. We have since kept watch over the entrance. There has been no further activity. The Neilbird and his minions have fled via some other egress. Scour the perimeter for signs of their passing. At once, my lady. General Alden, I presume. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn, you're not Nickelback. Who are you? Identify yourself. Pray not be alarmed, mistress. My mistress is a friend, and I come bearing the message of goodwill. For your own safety, she bade me direct your steps to the Waking Sands. Know that Master Urianger awaited there, along with others sympathetic to your cause. This is no ruse, I assure you, General Alden. If you come with me, I have prepared a carriage that you may travel in comfort, safe from prying eyes. I've spoken with Urianger via link pearl via walkie-talkie. He confirms the man's story. Raban is in safe hands. Let's make our way to Vesper Bay. He rhymed. So let's go. That means it's going to be good. Because if a man rhymes, there won't be any crimes.
That's it. I'm taking your Berliners away.
You can't. They're mine. It's been a while at the Waking Sands.
この再会をどれほど心待ち、神々に願ったことか。
And you're at the Waking Sands as well? Yep, you are definitely at the Waking Sands.
父上。
おお、ピピンか。それにパパシャン殿もよくぞ。
しかし父上、陛下を、七モ様を守りきれず。
七モ陛下は生きておいでですわ。
Oh.
貴様は
皆様をここにお呼びさせていただいたのはこの私ですの。お初にお目にかかる方もいらっしゃいますわね。私はナルザル教団の大司教にしてサカツ州の一人デュララですわ。
So if she's called Dulala, was she born in the morning when the sun was rising? Just an idea.
七モ様が生きておられる。まことであろうな。
Could have at least washed your face.
そちらの冒険者殿、あなたは陛下が倒れられた時、現場にいたそうですが、死を確かめたわけではありませんね。
That's true, we didn't.
しかし、イルベルドのやつは確かに殺したと。
落ち着きなさいな、ラウバーン殿。それこそが巧妙な罠だったのですよ。テレジ・アデレジを排除するためのね。陛下の暗殺計画自体はテレジ・アデレジの独断なのでしょう。ですがそれを察知したロロリト殿は計画を利用した。あなたを激高させテレジ・アデレジを処断するよう仕向けると、その罪を問うて陛下から遠ざける。つまり己の手を汚さずに政敵を二人同時に排したのです。
What a sneaky plan.
ロロリとめ。テ ではそれではナナモ様。
少々手法に問題はあれど、ロロリト殿は聖書は政治によって栄えることを一番理解している方です。おそらくは次女を買収し毒をすり替えた。
Very sneaky of Lolorito. Very sneaky.
なるほど。致死毒から昏睡毒に。デューンフォーク族特有のある種の毒への抗体を利用したのですね。
七も陛下はいずこかに幽閉されておられるのでしょう。もっとも未だ昏睡状態ではありましょうが。
おお、ナナモ様。だからといってロロリトを許すことはできんぞ。
I mean, valid.
ロロリト殿に全く罪がないとは言いませんが、陛下の命を救ったのは紛れもない事実。彼は権力志向の強い男ではありますが、王政の転覆など狙ってはおりません。私は王党派でも共和派でもない中立の立場だからこそ、東方からいらした方に情報を流し、あなたが救出されるのを待っていた。
So she's probably part of Lolorito's conspiracy, but she acts as a neutral messenger. So while Lolorito definitely wants power, right? If he doesn't want to dispose of the Sultana, this would be a very good messenger to send it so. Because obviously, if he knows that she's going to be poisoned and he swaps it out knowingly, that would make sense that he would send a messenger knowing all of these situations. So while this may all be just part of his plan, right? I think Dulala is part of Lolorito's crew. That's what I think, at least.
この混乱を収束させるのが先決。そういうことですわ。ウルダ派の宝は民。よもや陛下のお言葉を忘れたわけではございませんでしょ。ロロリト殿にはテレジ・アデレジが残した権益でもくれてやればよいのです。
That would make him very, very rich.
ラウバーン殿は七も陛下をお救いし、再びサカツ州として支えて差し上げる。それが民のため、陛下のためなのですから。
I had not counted on Prioress Dulala herself appearing. In my defense, my suspicions regarding the Sultana proved more prescient. Prescient? Okay. Much remains to be done, but in rescuing Rauban, we have taken vital first step towards resolving matters in Ul'dah. We couldn't have done it without you, Izaliv. Thank you. Gaol break. To siege or not to siege, that is the trebuchet. Huh? Demon, yes, General Roban is now in safe hands. What, another assault? Very well, we shall return at once. Pray notify the Count of our coming. It would seem we face another crisis. The Dravanians are preparing to resume their siege in the Holy See. Though I am loath to abandon the Sultana to her fate, we lack the necessary evidence to act upon Dulala's claims. That being the case, I propose we leave Marshal Tarupin, Pippin, and the others to investigate, and we shall return to all haste to Ishgard. Thankfully, aetheroids exist. Otherwise, traveling back and forth from Thanalan to Coerthas and from Thanalan to Coerthas might actually be really, really, really awful. So thankfully, this is not World of Warcraft. Can you imagine doing the travel in World of Warcraft?
Gosh, no.
Shit, that would suck. That would suck so badly. No teleportation, you have to take the ship and the bird and the griffin every single time. Oh my god. There you are, sorry. Oh.
There you are. Sorry for cutting your reunion with General Rauban short. It wouldn't have bothered you, but the city's awash with rumors of another Dravanian attack. Lord Horsefriend was desperate to get hold of you. Speaking of whom, he and the others are waiting for you inside. So you'd better head in.
Welcome, Mistress Sansa. Shall I show you inside of the manor? Cute scene? Cute scene. My friend, I thank you for answering our call with such alacrity. I am sure you are now aware that Dravanians are once more gathering for war. Mistress Sansa, Master Leveleur, I must apologize for this abrupt summons, but we thought it best to have Mistress Demon contact you by the most direct means available. When the Observatorion's bell tolled, 'tis a warning that cannot be ignored. The Holy See has ordered that we make ready for battle. In case you haven't heard, a band of trappers returning from the west claim they saw a cloud of dragons big enough to dim the midday sky. Nidhogg's minions gather once more for war. I would not have you take up arms in another of our conflict. When first you came to Ishgard, I offered you my protection. If I cannot ensure your safety here, I cannot well accept your aid, much less ask for it. Oh, come on, Eddie. I'm the Warrior of Light. Scions of the Seventh Dawn, you are faced with a choice to remain in the besieged Ishgard or seek sanctuary elsewhere. I would not presume to influence your decision, but I must ask that you make it swiftly, lest our enemies force our hand. Come on, Eddie. I'm gonna fight. I'm a warrior. Though we flee to the ends of the world, it would seem that no place in this troubled age is free of strife. Once more the horde descends upon Ishgard, and once more her weary defenders must take up spear and bow. The Count would have us seek shelter from this storm, but I, for one, grow tired of running. If we are to shine the light of the dawn, we must do so in the sight of our fellow men, not hungered in a hole. What say you, Izalith? I would stay and fight. Then fight we shall. Let it never be said that we abandon our allies in their hour of need. Alfino's Way. The choice we make to this day may have grave implications for our order. It is only right that Demon should have a say. Come, let us meet outside and discuss the path that lies before us. Interesting things are happening on the focus screen, and I can't say a thing about it. Which means I'm probably distracted on the right side.
イシュガルドへの再攻撃。これが実行に移されれば、たとえ撃退できようとも大きな被害が出ることは間違いない。
でもどうするですか？ドラゴン族相手じゃ会話にすらならないです。
いや、対話した者がいるはずだ。
まさか氷の巫女ですか？
君がクルザス西部高地で氷の巫女と出会った時、彼女は自分の罪を悔いていたと言ったね。 ならば可能性はある。ドラゴン族と接点のある彼女を通じてニーズヘッグに攻撃を思いとどまらせるんだ。
その旅路、俺も同行させてもらおう。
Hey, Estinian. Same voice actor, even in Dawn Trail. Very cool. Man, Dragoon armor looks so sick.
ニーズヘッグ相手に交渉が通じるとは思わんが、幾ばくかの時間は稼げるかもしれん。それに俺が持つ竜の目の力と光の戦士がいれば、奴を仕留めこの戦を終結させることも。
高名な青の竜騎士が同行してくれるというなら、これほど心強いことはないが、あくまで戦闘は最終手段。まずは交渉が優先だ。
好きにするがいいさ。氷の巫女にしたってすぐにやろうだなんて思っちゃいない。ただしアイメリクに詳しいことは伝えるなよ。異端疑惑に奴を巻き込むわけにはいかんからな。
了解した、エスティニアン殿。それでは同行の件、こちらからもお願いさせていただくよ。
ああ、よろしくな。
Okay, okay. So with Estinian in Artie, we've chosen a difficult road. Yet even should we succeed in winning Isart to our cause, our plans for parley will swiftly come to naught should the Holy See decide to strike first against the Horde. We must petition the Lord Commander's aid ere we set forth. I only hope that Sir Aymeric will be willing to muzzle Ishgard's forces on the strength of our vague assurances. Demon, I would ask you to remain at the Fortham's Manor and inform the Count of our decision. Tell him that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn mean to do all in their power to ensure that Ishgard and her people survive.
Yes, sir.
So, we go down to Aymeric, so let's take the teleportation. And I try not to look at the Fox's screen because it's hella distracting. And
I can close the stream if you like.
No, I'm just gonna put my preview up on stream so I just don't see it because there's so much important stuff going at the Fox's side that I will not look at it. You would speak with the Lord Commander, pray make it quick. Proceed to the seat of the Lord Commander. Ah, that's his office.
Ha! Liu!
なあ、君たちか。知っての通り、ドラゴン族がコート再攻撃に備え集結しているとの情報があってね。
お忙しいところ申し訳ありません。話というのも九段の再攻撃に関することなのです。ドラゴン族の侵攻を止める手立てがあるやもしれません。現時点で詳しいことを申し上げられないのですが、我々が対策を講じている間、先制攻撃を控えるよう教皇庁に働きかけてはいただけないでしょうか。
侵攻の阻止が本当に可能であるのならぜひにと思うが、その手法を話してはもらえないのかね。俺も同行するつもりだ。彼らの手法が成功するかどうかはともかく、敵戦力の切り崩しとニーズヘッグの足止めはできそうだね。教皇庁の主戦論者たちにしてもどうせ勝算はないのだろう。聖戦だなんだと威勢だけはいいものの、具体性に欠けるというのが連中じゃないか。確かに私自身としても先制攻撃には反対だ。今はとにかく少しでもコートの防備を固めるべきだとね。青の竜騎士と
光の戦士殿が邪竜ニーズヘッグの足止めに出陣するというのなら説得材料にはなるか。よかろう。君たちが私のことを案じてくれているのはそれとなく分かっているつもりだ。教皇庁との交渉は引き受けるが、くれぐれも無茶はするなよ。
Alrighty. So, just Estinian going, yo, I'm on the mission too, goes like, yeah, I'm gonna hold off. Having secured Sir Eimeric's support, we may proceed without fear of a preemptive Ishgardian attack, which is not to say that we can afford to dither. This story tells us that the Dravanians will attack as soon as their horde reaches the critical size. Before that happens, we must needs track down and win over the Lady Iceheart, then locate and parley with Nidhogg. In short, time is against us. If you are ready, Estinian, let us be on our task. Okay. Ordan is saying something to one of his 12 knights. In the back is Halone. The figure is basically the goddess Halone.
騒がしいな。
は、ドラゴン族の再攻撃が近いとアドネール先生代から警鐘が発せられたもので、
竜どもが再び動くか。だが政権の力を手にした今、いかに七竜といえど、
Oh, he says divine.
固めのニーズヘッグごとき恐れるほどのものではない。こそこそと動きおるアシエンどもにしても我らを利用しておるつもりだろうが、さてどちらが上手かの。
Okay, Ascian
しかし
allies.
ゲカ、あの黒砲衛たちは未知の力を持っています。このまま隠し通せるものでしょうか。
Very good question.
敬も用心深い男よな。それが心強くもあるが、人を導くものなればこそ揺るぎなき大胆さも必要ぞ。我らは千年の禍根を断とうとしておるのだ。真の変革のためこの身を犠牲にする覚悟もできておる。
では青の竜騎士と光の戦士が何やら動いているようですが、彼らも。
Let's see his opinion.
人にはそれぞれ己が役割というものがある。そう、力を得たケイラにもな。
Oh. He has transformed.
すべてはトールダンの名のもとに。
So he has been transformed to one of the Knight of the Round. Interesting. So he calls upon the Knights of the Round. I can't reveal how, but that has a meaning to it. Before we set forth, we must needs inform Demon of our plans. Then I shall wait. Then I shall await you at the Saint Reinette's Forum. Tell your friend that we may be some time. The road you have chosen is neither short nor easy. Of that I need no reminding. Come, Isolif, let us head back to the Fortum's Manor. Let's take the teleportation device. Into the pillars, into there, into the last vigil. Welcome, Mr. Stranza. Yes, show us inside of the manor, please. Our course is set, demon. It may be some time before Izalev and I return to Ishgard.
Well, you just have to be careful, alright? Oh, and don't worry about me. I'll be busy listening out for news of our lost friends.
If anyone can find them, it is you, demon. Farewell for now.
Oh, before you go, you must put on this, Alfino. I made it specially.
You were scared about this part. No,
Yes.
I couldn't possibly. Very well. He looks absolutely dashing, though. But the 12 fits perfectly, and the quality is actually rather good. Turns out, Tataru might be a weaver.
I am glad you like it. I've been practicing my needlework by listening to rumors and the like. A good receptionist is always learning new skills.
My thanks, demon. Whatever else awaits me upon the road, I shall not fear the cold.
'Twas the least I can do now. Now I must be getting back to the tavern. We'll never catch up with all of the gossip. Best of luck on your journey.
So basically, she's gonna drink a lot of alcohol while picking up rumors.
Okay, so yesterday the question was what our dear friend drinks.
Eddie drinks, yes. Eddie.
What
specifically.
Eddie drinks.
Yes.
What do you think Tataru drinks, the demon?
Oh, she's a beer hogger. She hogs beer. And she can probably drink a lot. I think she's a beer.
I think she's a gin tonic sort of woman.
A gin tonic, no, that's not strong enough. She likes the constant flow of a lot of alcohol. You have said your farewells then? Aye, we're ready to depart. I suggest we begin our search for Lady Iceheart without delay. Very well, but she will prove an elusive quarry. Where do you intend to start looking? In the absence of any fresh intelligence, something else, on Isaile's movement, I propose we pick up the trail where she was encountered last, the Coerthan West Highlands. Let us speak with Sir Redwald, was it? As the commander of Falcon's Nest, it is like that he will know if any heretic activity has been reported in the area. Okay, so teleport we shall, without doing the walk of shame, obviously, because that would be something, Fox, wouldn't it be?
It would be. It's a good job I don't do things like that.
Oh no, that would be so shameful that I would call it out and probably remind people on the stream that something happened, but I would never do such a thing.
No, you wouldn't, would you?
No, I would not. Very well, Mr. Sansa, what business brings you back to Falcon's Nest? Judging by the company you keep, it can be no trifling matter. The Azure Dragoon I know, of course, but I do not believe I have met this young gentleman. Alfino Leveleur at your service. And you are not mistaken as the gravity of our mission, Sir Redwald. As I am sure, as you are aware, the Observatorium has warned that the Dravanians gather for another assault. We believe there might be a way to avert the coming conflict, but only if we can find the elusive Lady Iceheart. Thus, we have come to the Falcon's Nest in hope of acquiring the latest intelligence on the heretics movement. I see. Then you would be best to serve by speaking directly to my men. A patrol is due to return from its sweep of the surrounding lands at any moment. You may also wish to question the knight assigned to pick over the remains of the heretic refuge at Gorgagni Mills. This possibility they have unearthed information that could be of use of you. Mistress Nzanza knows the place well I speak of, for it was she who first discovered it. Let us divide our forces then. I will stay and await the return of the patrol while the two of you visit this refuge. When I have completed my inquiries, I will join you there. Wise use of our time. Come, Izalith, I am eager to learn what Sir Redwald's men have found in the heretic's lair. Alrighty then. And this would be the first blue quest. Remember, guys, we have now the Aetheryte Compass. And in Heavensward specifically, I believe also in Stormblood that is the case, you would be receiving blue quests in any area. And this would yield a Ether Current. And you have to do the blue quests in the area plus the Ether Compass, which you can just click and it will show you where to go. And then you can unlock flying if you have all 10 of the nodes available to you. There is one of such Ether Currents. So the moment we pick this up, you will see that we have 10 to acquire to fly in the Western Querten Highlands. You have to do this area by area by area. And every add-on features 6 areas to do so. In this case, it is 9 Ether Currents. Yes?
How did you get that?
I just right-clicked that one. You just right-clicked them. The one is to the northwest, for example, but I'm sure we'll meet another one. But as you can see, we have 5 given us by the quest and 4 that we can find in the area. I believe it is 10 Ether Currents. It might just be 9. It's been a while since I've done the system. But yes, you will get 5 of them via quests, and you will get the rest of them via just finding them in the world. But again, we will most likely find another Aetherite, an Ether. So that would be easy to show again very soon. So let's just walk. Because we have to.
This way.
And then we have to.
Walk that way.
Very good. The influence has taken a foothold. So 500 meters towards to the north. 500 meters is quite clear of our objective, so we can pick up another Aetherite so the fox can see it. And you can throw this while being mounted, while being moving. It does not stop you. So just click on your Ether Compass every now and then when you just walk, and then you will see the number go closer to your location. And you look confused, Fox. Because of the story?
Just like that? Yeah. Just like...
And now it's 130 yalms to the north. Usually, not as you can see right now, but usually they're a little puzzle to get to. Sometimes it's not as obvious. But Fox, here's how you take them. You just go towards them. You right-click them.
No. I know that.
Oh, you mean the quest part?
The bit where it says how many you have.
Ah, well, it is on my configuration. It is Shift plus, and then you need all of them to fly. But also you can just get it over the travel button in your menu, and then you have Ether Currents, and you could drag it also into your bar. This is a little hot tip, guys. If you want to have a function of one of these things right here, any function it is, like Ether Currents, for example, they are technically a skill in the game that you can put into your bar. They are all technically a skill, quote unquote, but you can also just simply drag it from the menu bar, and then you have the button available. Nice little tip for you. But everything is a skill in the game. That's how it is programmed.
Travel? Travel.
Yes, it's under the travel. It's under the travel menu. I can't click it on it because I'm in a text box. Mr. Sansa, our findings, you say? Well, there is something of tale there. No sooner had we chanced upon a promising-looking sheaf of leathers than we were ambushed from the shadows by a great white beast. This would seem that the heretics foresaw our coming and left behind their pets to discourage further investigations. Several of our number were badly wounded. And you cannot carry out your duties until the creature is slain. We have not the time to wait for reinforcements. Let us deal with these pets ourselves, Isolith. But yes, you will find it under travel, Fox. So you will find the ether currents under travel. However, as I've said, every single thing is a skill here. So if you go to your skills menu and you go on travel, you see it here as well. So everything is quote-unquote a skill in the game. You can see the mount speed that you can do. If you have 1 star, you have normal movement speed. If you have 2 stars, you have quick movement speed. And that's about it, really. So, let's get on in. Let's deal with the pets. Oh, look, it's a bear. So, let's go downstairs. Go downstairs. And, ooh, 2 bears. I'm scared. Oh no, it's a big bear and it's a small bear. Let's kill the big bear first so the small bear has something to cry about. Because let's kill the mommy first with 1 big shot and let's kill the small one in 1 fell swoop. Well, that's about it. So, where's Alfie? Where do I have to go? Do I have to click anything here? Or is a door open behind here? No, I have to go to Alfie right now in front of the house. Okay. So, now speak with the expedition leader. I think she likes pink. The beasts are slain then. Many thanks, Mr. Sansa. We may return to our duty without fearing of mauling. And we got a mini Alfinor! From one heretic to another. You wish to track down Lady Iceheart, is that not so? The records we discovered, ere those beasts mauled my comrades, appear to be of some manner of correspondence. We had not the luxury of perusing the contents more closely, intent as we were on surviving an onslaught of Fang and Claw, but I'd wager those epistles contain more than friendly salutations betwixt lonely heretics. My interrogation of the patrol proved fruitless. Either we divine some clue from these letters, or we wander to the snowfields and pray to the gods that lead us right into Iceheart's door. 'Tis hardly a choice at all. Collect the heretics' epistles. Okay, so 1 is right here. This is another really good tip, guys. The number pad 0, or if you put it on your mouse, is a really useful tool in the game to click on things you might not be able to see. For example, we see this thing right here. However, if we do not see it, we might never spot it, right? But if we just press number pad 0, or, well, the hotkey on my mouse, it targets whatever it can target. It depends on your view. So if you turn the camera around, obviously it targets the thing behind you. But as you can see, I can also not see the papers on the ground here. Yes, I can see a faint glow, but the number pad 0 or the hotkey on your mouse, if you are in the luxury of having so, if you just press it, it will show you where it is. And if you press it more times, it's literally interacting with the game. So I don't have to right click on it. If you notice, I have to right click to use it, right? But if I just take the mouse completely away and I just press the number pad 0 and press number pad 0 again, it is searching. So therefore, number pad 0 is a really useful tool to have, for example, on your mouse if you buy the best mouse in the world, that is the G502 Lightspeed. Not sponsored by Logitech, but I wish be. So Logi, please, can you, please? I like this mouse. Can you please sponsor me? That'd be great. Yes, it's a big helper. Also, this is how I am using all of the text boxes, because I don't want to click on the text box in itself. You will see my mouse cursor is currently on the right. The moment I click on number pad 0, the mouse cursor disappears and I have control over the keyboard. Why? Because I don't want to hold the mouse all the time. I'm lazy and I just want to press a button. And everything here, as you can see, I am clicking on the quest item. I am attaching the quest item. I am handing over the quest item, all with number pad 0. Splendid! Added to the contributions from Master Levelur and Sir Estinian, we now have more than a dozen letters. What we have here then? Every one of these pages is a record of dealings betwixt the Gorgangi Mills heretics and their fellows in the XIV amphitheater. There are requests for foodstuffs, clothing, and all manner of provisions. Isard's followers must yet inhabit the ruins we had thought abandoned. And again, guys, I am just using the keyboard and number pad 0 because moving the mouse around is actually quite annoying. So I just turn my character and go to Alfie, and we are sounding out the amphitheater. The XIV amphitheater, the very place you witnessed the manifestation of the primal shiver, was it not? If that is our destination, the journey will be long indeed. The amphitheater lies on the other side of the treacherous trace of ice and snow that we cannot swiftly be crossing. Then we must place our faith in the Ethernet. As you may recall, our dear friend Mönbreda succeeded in recreating the XIV beacon after it had been destroyed by Lady Isard. But at the time, it was assumed that the resultant etherite would only be temporarily viable. But given that the heretics of Gorgangi Mills seem to have been in regular contact with the brethren of the amphitheater, I'll wager it still functions. I suggest we make for the etherite within Snowcloak without delay. Correct me if I'm wrong, Estinian, but in the course of mapping the Snowcloak tunnel system, a passage was discovered leading out into the Western Highlands, was it not? Might it be possible for us to reach the etherite from this side of the wall? It should. House Durandare posted soldiers at the Western Highlands entrance after the tunnels were cleared, but they will not deny us entry. And there we go. And off we are. We have to speak with Trist Chumble. And Trist Chumble is right in between, so it would be shorter to teleport down. So let's do that. Alrighty, let's go. Let's go. Oh. However, guys, if you are using the number pad 0 interaction, the moment you touch the mouse, the number pad 0 does lose its focus. So, for example, if I target an enemy that is upcoming, which you can do, so if I target an enemy that is upcoming, you will see my mouse cursor disappear. Or not. That is in the menu functions. I can show it in the menu. For example, if we go into, let's say, this ether current menu, my mouse disappears, a hand on the menu appears, and then we can use the keyboard to function it. However, the moment I touch my mouse, the mouse cursor disappears and the hand focus is off the menu. So you have to be quite diligent with it. That's why I don't like using it on the mouse, because the moment I press on it, maybe the sensor picks up the press movement. So it's inaccurate with the mouse. Therefore, I use it only with the keyboard if I can manage. There's a camp here that might be relevant at some point. So we have to go even further beyond. Down there. And a single fight awaits us. We have 20 minutes until the end. So this is most likely the last thing that we're gonna do on today's stream and episode. Ah, the guests of House Fortems, accompanied by the Azure Dragoon, no less. I cannot imagine what brought you out this far, but you are welcome to enter the tunnels if that is your will. Assuming the XIV beacon still functions, we must pray to the 12 it does. We shall arrive at our destination in mere moments. Though I do not expect to be greeted by the primal Shiva, we should nevertheless be prepared for a frosty reception. The heretics are not like to rejoice at the appearance of invited guests, particularly ones with our history. You could say they're giving us the cold look and the cold shoulder. Teleported, and we are there. Would you look at that? An impressive structure. I wonder how many ages it has endured. Mayhap you should ask its occupants. They seem a friendly bunch. Dogs of Ishgard! Is it not enough that you banish our beloved saint? Will you not be satisfied until the ice is slick with the last drops of our blood? Stay your weapons. We come under the flag of parley. We wish only to speak with your mistress, that we might broker a peace. Because we got a jar of dirt, we got a jar of dirt. And you can guess what's inside it. Nobody, the reference? Nobody's getting the reference. Makes me sad.
Busy.
Oh, okay. She says she's busy, so nobody got my reference. Do you think us for fools, boy? It will take more than honeyed words to earn our trust. You walk with a dragon slayer, and we know all too well what he is capable of. My reputation precedes me. They give us little choice. Come, brothers! May dragon wings bear us to victory! Well, that should be rather easy. As usual, guys, aggro on, smash them with some AoEs, and let's crash them down with crits.
By the way, it was Pirates of the Caribbean, I know, but I was trying to get the perfect clip.
The perfect clip, I see. So you were trying to get the number pad 0 explanation clip.
Yes.
See? Sometimes I know things. So they may not be super easily stacked up, but easy enough, I guess. There they have transformed into some dragons. Could be all well and good. So there's 2 of them on the other side as well. Estinian is doing a lot of work, I have to say. But this should be the last wave of enemies, really. Okay, fully resisted the stun, so we cannot prevent his dragon appearance. But this one has a special name. It's called Luistiox of the first line. So this is our named enemy, which means when he falls, the cutscene is over. And it is one of these guys. Remember what I said about these guys? They are telegraphing enemies. They do not tell you what they are going to do, they just show it to you physically. And every single one of them is a telegraphed enemy. And that would be it. The day complete. They fight like demons. 'Tis death to remain. Fall back, brothers. Retreat to the cinders. There's no sign of Lady Iceheart. Would that we could have questioned one of them. What would you ask that we do not already know? They make for the cinders, and so must we. Even should an ambush await us, 'tis certain there will be more heretics to question. The cinders, you say? I confess the name is unknown to me. Mayhap you would be so good as to enlighten us, Estinian. I suspect it's the heretics' way of referring to the Dreaming Dragon, an island of sorts found in the midst of the frozen lake in Ashpool. Some 500 years past, this told that the Azure Dragoons of the age fought a dragon of titanic proportions. After a savage struggle, the mighty creature was weakened onto the point of death, and forced into a magic slumber by the entire chapter of the Holy Sea sorcerers. Ere long, a rain of ash and cinders did begin to fall upon the sleeping serpent's motionless form, covering the creature at length in a shroud of grey. Of course, a thick layer of ice has since been formed on top of it, but you may be sure that I speak true. Fascinating tale. We should make haste to the Ashen Isles. Estinian. Dreaming Dragon lies far to the west. Before we approach the Frozen Beast, however, there is another place I would visit first. I am told the convictors have set up camp in Twin Pools. The leader, Jantelor, may have some information to us. But mayhap you are not familiar with the name either. The convictors are dragon slayers after a fashion, but I am willing to wager that they encounter their fair share of heretics. If we are indeed walking into a trap, I would learn all there is to know of our foe. Sound suggestion. Let us speak with these convictors then, and temper our haste with a measure of caution. Alrighty, so that would be the convictory over there, and there is the ash pool, so we just have to go west. Cool. Alrighty, we don't have to go up, the frozen river is taking us straight there, so we'll just walk down there. Oh. Ooh, something's happening on the fox's side. Something good. Something very, very good is happening on the fox's side.
Can I just say I'm kind of jealous? 'Cause how many hours will have passed?
I mean, in world?
Since that certain thing happened.
Well, a certain thing happened as the banquet, right? That you're referring to?
Yeah.
We've seen the banquet, so I think about 3 or 4 days have passed. Not a lot of time.
That's a really good, nap.
That's a really good nap. Well, that tells a lot. So that's kind of, like, if you guys can put one on one together, you know what a very long nap means.
No, I'm talking about me.
Yes, sure. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So guys, I believe we are on the wrong side of this dang there mountain, but let's continue forth. And maybe we can jump over there. But I
hated this bit.
Yes, we are probably on the...
This is horrible.
Yeah, we're probably on the wrong side of the gosh dang there mountain. But there's one of the wind aetherites, so we might as well pick that up.
Oh, I saw some purple to the right.
Purple to the right? Yeah, well, that's fate. That's fate.
Ah.
So that's just a fact. But we might be able to just swing over this right here and just walk over the mountain and come to the other side.
I think I tried and failed.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't look like that. And I think we probably have to turn back because we cannot walk over. That is a good slope, I have to say. That is indeed a good slope, so we might not have to return back. That might be a good slope up. It says downstairs though. So this is actually what they mean. Yeah, this is actually what they mean. So we actually didn't have to go up the slope. So there we are.
That's not the part I was thinking of.
Jantelot, the little brother of Lancelot, because he's wearing a spear, right? So. And some people who gained a lot of weight while wielding a spear, they're also Sir Lancelot, so. Very well. What do we have here? Hoping to join the esteemed ranks of the convictors, are we? The hard-eyed lass looks promising, but you have a frail look about you, boy. I give you 3 days ere the wild claims your corpse. I beg your pardon? Be not so quick to judge. I have seen this frail youth fell heretics with a flick of his wrist. And who are you to question my... By the Fury! That armor, that lance, the Yezud Dragoon himself graces our camp. Pray forgive my disrespect, sir. I am Jantelot, leader of the convictors and fellow slayer of dragons. May I ask what winds, fair or foul, carry you into our humble camp? Can we just mention that the background music, the woman singing in the background music, is the same singer that sings from the Heavensward intro? Lady Isard, is it? Aye, I know her by reputation, but I'm afraid I've seen naught of her people. That said, my own men can be somewhat lax when it comes to making reports. You may wish to question them yourselves. Thank you very much. We shall do ourselves. Isla Festinian, let's make our way through the camp and see what information is there to be had. And with that quest, and with the interrogation that we have to do, we shall do it on another day. There is another blue quest. These are being unlocked by your main story quest, which gives you obviously the wind aetherites. We have multiple things to click at because we have to interrogate some people. There's another blue quest giving you another blue ether, and so on and so forth. And guys, thank you very much for watching. This has been episode 80 of Final Hanantasy 14. It has been a while, and it will be more while we wait for the next episode. Twitch.tv/Hanazaki, LivePlay, XIV on YouTube, youtube.com. We already said that, Hanazaki TV on the socials. Guys, you know where to find us, you know the drill. Please interact with the video, it really helps out us a lot in the YouTube algorithm, because without your support, this ain't being bigger, and we all kind of want it to be bigger because, well, bigger better. And I dare to ask Fox, what are the last word of today's stream and episode?
Actually, it's very.
Wait, sorry. Actually, and then you have to put your middle finger up your nose and you have to slide up your glasses. Actually.
Hang on. Actually, it's okay. I have a very teacher joke, and it's very in fitting with your like current situation in game.
So you mean to show us your salary?
No, it's not that bad.
Still a joke.
Okay. Okay. Why can't you... Sorry, you can't run through a campsite. Did you know that?
Okay. I can't
Okay, you
run.
can't run. You can't run through a campsite. You can only ran. Do you know why?
Because you're already there.
No, because it's past tense. You didn't get it? You can't leave it without... Okay, hang on, let me explain quickly. You can't leave the viewers without... Okay. Run is present tense, okay?
Yes.
Ran is past tense.
Yes.
You're in a campsite and you can't run, you have to ran because you're going past tense.
A campsite does not specifically have to have tents in it.
Oh my god, thank you for watching, guys. I'm sorry he's so pedantic and doesn't let my jokes go. I'm gonna eat his ballinas now.
Until the next episode. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye bye.